فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Peace be with you. We are reaching the 11th day of Ramadan, and we are talking about the reality, the spiritual teachings that we can get out of what is happening around the world, in Palestine, in African countries, in Congo and elsewhere. For us, it's essential to understand that we have to avoid being selective in our engagement for justice, our commitment to peace and justice and then to peace. This is what we have to understand from our spiritual teachings coming from Al-Quran and coming from the testimony and the way the Prophet, peace be upon him, was dealing with the world. It's important to remember that while we are fasting, and when we are fasting, we are starting with ourselves. We have to be just with our own self, with our own heart. رَبَّنَا ظَلَمْنَا أَنفُسَنَا. Oh God, we have been unjust with ourselves. So we have to try to purify, to come back and to try to fix what's wrong with us. And this is what we have to do during the months of Ramadan. And then as we are paying is zakat. We know that the zakat is تُؤْخَذْ مِنْ أَغْنِيَائِهِمْ لِفُقَرَائِهِمْ, have to be taken from the rich people to their own poor people, meaning in the neighborhood. So you have to, where you pray, you have to care about the people around you. First, you start with yourself, and then with your family, your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, your children. This is the first, and then the neighbor. And the neighbor, as we know, it's so important in the Islamic tradition, and then the neighborhood, and then your town, your country, and the world. Concentric circles through which you have to understand your responsibility in the way you are dealing with your own principles. At the end of the day, what we have to get here is that we should not select our commitment. We should not select, oh, I'm supporting this cause and I'm forgetting this one. No, whatever happened around the world, we have to be committed. We have to understand. We have to understand that these are our struggles, our commitment to justice, whatever the gender, whatever the color, whatever the nation, whatever the religion, you have to deal with it in the name of justice. And this is what we have to do, even with our own community. Help your brother or your sister when he is right and when he or she is wrong. How are you going to help them when she or he is wrong? By stopping, preventing him or her from doing bad, from doing wrong. So this is our commitment towards justice, and this is why we have to avoid, in any case, to be selective in our struggles. And this is where we understand the very meaning of our commitment to our principles, because at the end of the day, once again, we belong to our principles, not to a specific nation, not to a specific race, not to a specific country, not even to a specific community. In the name of justice, we are not selective. We understand the principles and we want them to be enforced and respected, whoever we are facing, whatever the situation. Don't forget to tell the people you love that you love them. Life is fragile.
فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.